Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Plymouth. It's been a long time since we've been in this ship, but I saw somebody on Discord say that they were struggling with the ship, so I decided to take it out. And in the very first game that I played this ship, you guys are going to see the result. Let's go. We're going to use Bruce Fraser as our commander. We are running Francesco Mambelli for that extra reload, and we have Nikolai von Essen because if you're running AP-only cruisers, especially light cruisers, getting all those pin angles is for the best. Beyond range, Igniter doesn't really matter for this build. This is just my general build for the whatchamacallits. But yeah, Igniter obviously doesn't make it make any sense for this. You probably either go that or go, yeah, I guess you'd just go this for the home run for the extra range on your torps. But anyway, punch through. We've got fixated. We got fully packed to get extra smoke screen and heal. All right. Now, we are running aiming systems mod 1, steering gears mod 2, concealment system module, and we are running the main battery mod 3. Now, obviously, I would like to get this up to the epic module. If you play the ship a lot. I don't play the ship a lot, so it doesn't really matter to me. But if you're going to play it, you probably ought to throw that on there. But yeah, this thing is absolutely nasty. So with that being said, let's get to the gameplay. Alrighty, so we're going to be on Land of Fire, and we are going to show you exactly how dominant this little ship actually is. This is going to be a rapid-fire absolute slaughter for the Plymouth. There's no other way to put it. Like, we are going to completely obliterate the enemy team in record time. And we're going to showcase just how nasty this ship really is. So I hope you guys are ready. This is not a very often that I bring this ship out, and there's a reason for that. The reason I don't bring this ship out often isn't because I don't like to play cruisers, because you guys know I'll jump in cruisers and play it. It's just, it's broken. The ship is busted. There is no reason that this ship hasn't been nerfed up to this point, other than the fact that Wargaming's balance department is lazy as hell. Let's just be honest. The balance, the Ministry of Balance, they're on vacation way too often in this game. There are several ships that need to be addressed to get rid of the overbalanced, overcookedness, right? They're overcooked. And this is one of them, and has been since it launched. There is no reason that this ship should have remained the way it is for so long. They've got to do something. The ship is busted, all right? Again, y'all know, I am not a top-tier cruiser player, all right? I'm above average at best, okay? I know what I'm doing in cruisers. I'm not an idiot, okay? Most of the time. Sometimes I am, okay? But most of the time I'm not, right? But when you see just the sheer obliteration of what I'm about to do to the enemy team, remember that this is a light cruiser that is armor-piercing only. We're not burning anything down. We've got torpedoes, a lot of them. We've got a stupid amount of freaking... yeah, this is gonna drive you crazy. It drove me crazy in the moment. By the way, this guy sends me a message after the fact saying that GG's with a little help from a friend. Like, really? A little help from a friend? I can't help. You can't help me. I can't see nothing. I can't shoot it. But he does eventually go out. He's got the Bismarck spotted here. We get our smoke screen, and we're going to farm this Bismarck as he pushes in. Now, one of the most dangerous things about this ship is the fact that it has a very low smoke firing penalty, and it has a lot of guns. It has 16 of these little 152mm guns pointed at your broadside, and these are some of the nastiest 152s in the game. They reload very quickly. They pen almost everything. Okay? You can see, again, I'm going to say I need intelligence data. These guys probably got tired of hearing it. But you will see as these guys start to push forward, I'm waiting for the Bismarck here, and I'm going to anticipate the Bismarck slowing down. We're going to drop these torps in towards the island. Now, Michelangelo comes around the corner like he owns the joint. You guys know how Michelangelos are. Everybody in a Michelangelo plays them like they are the greatest goddamn ship you've ever seen. And then they immediately regret life choices. Yes, sometimes it works. Sometimes it's hilarious. Most of the time it fails. Because you just charge out and get surrounded by everybody and die. You get the broadside to use your guns in that thing, you get obliterated. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as I was watching these torpedoes get closer and closer to that Michelangelo, I was starting to chuckle a little bit. Because this guy had no idea these torps were coming. But he gets turned away just in time to avoid taking these, and unfortunately for that Bismarck, That Bismarck has not changed course in the last 2 minutes as these torps have crossed the entire map to come say hello. Now, Michelangelo goes full broadside to me. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at him while the torps find their mark, depth striking the Bismarck in his place, and we pick up the double strike on the good old-fashioned Michelangelo. And we've already got 80,000 damage in the first 3 minutes into this match. 3 minutes, 80k, and a light cruiser that is armor-piercing only. Now, obviously, a good chunk of that was depth striking the battleship with torpedoes. But just start watching what happens to the rest of the team here. I utilize the edge of the smoke screen where I can to get some shots on the Roma, making sure I don't get spotted too early. Now my goal is to go in. We know we've locked up this side. There was one cruiser left over here. Roma has committed to going back to the Bravo cap, so we move forward. Do we sit around and hide behind the island all day? Do we wait for our team to come out and do something? No. We go in and we try to get the cap, right? That's our goal. Now, I'm trying to put myself in a position where I can attack the middle as well, but my goal here is to go into the edge of the cap, and that's when I get spotted. Now, very few things are going to outspot my Plymouth, and it's only a matter of time before you get spotted, and your broadside is crap, and he makes the wrong choice here. I have fast-firing guns, and he is just parked broadside. I'm not in a battleship, Sunshine. You are not going to enjoy this. We are going to send this man to the Shadow Realm with haste. As he starts just kind of creeping forward, we're just going to keep moving. You can see, we see him creeping forward. His guns, every time he fires his guns, he goes a little bit further forward. We're aiming too far back because of it, because he is creeping forward, but he starts to reverse, gets double citadeled and finished off. Completely blind fired for the W. Which is why it's so important to pay attention to that sort of stuff. Now here, we're going to go ahead and size up the Roma, drop these torpedoes out there. If he maintains his course, he just gets obliterated. We never have to worry about the enemy Dalian torps, and we're going to put ourselves in position to counter the Roma. Now, obviously, Roma ends up dropping a smoke screen. I completely forgot that they gave the Roma a smoke screen. Like, the Roma never used to have a smoke screen, but they ended up giving the Roma a smoke screen. I forgot about it. So he ends up going dark here. Which is unfortunate, because I ended up using my smoke screen, and then I could have went around and just murdered this lightning, right? You can see torpedoes going out, and I do have my sonar active. My battleship is not going to pay attention to those torpedoes, unfortunately. He's going to get obliterated. But here, I'm just kind of like waiting for our opportunity to shoot the Roma here. Roma gets himself spotted. His guns are on the wrong side of the ship. We're just going to farm this man. Watch the damage that we're able to stack up on this Roma, by the way. This guy has no shot. Now, my teammates are going to slap the crap out of him as well. Obviously, one of the benefits of getting a light cruiser is the fact that you're very easy to get these Krakens, because you're usually going to be the last thing to hit them, right? Because you reload so quick. But we take a good chunk off of the Roma before he slips behind the island. Unfortunately, he gets away. But there are only two other ships left. One is the Gascon, one is the Lightning. We're going to go ahead and push up into these guys to finish them off as well. Roma goes down to the Massachusetts, and with that, I mean, this game has just been a raffle stomp. Like, this is a raffle stomp in its pure form, and it's because of good positioning and this thing just being an absolute menace. And if you thought, to this point, that, oh, maybe it's just a coinkadink, right? Watch what this Gascon thinks about this thing's AP. Watch it. Look at that! 7 full pins just absolutely slaughtered that man. Slaughtered him, right? Yeah, it's death by 1,000 cuts, but those 1,000 cuts stack up real quick. And as we get another shot into him, we are going to be able to strip even more of his health and should be able to wrap him up right in the next salvo, I believe. It's going to be real close. But you can see torpedoes are getting spotted going after my battleship. We're going to charge down the smoke screen. Obviously, we're within the smoke firing penalty of the enemy destroyer. We have 4 kills. We've got an assist medal. We've got 150,000 damage. We have what do you call it? Defense ribbons from earlier as well, I believe. Or maybe we didn't get the defense. I think they may have had it capped already. But we're charging the smoke screen. Now, this guy saw us for a long time, and he's actually going to get his sonar back before I do. I'm not going to get my sonar back in time. You can see we are sonar. So rather than waiting for him to just stack his torps right down my bow, I am going to make a huge turn when I anticipate him actually launching his torps to try to avoid the initial torpedoes. And then once he gets spotted being inside his smoke firing penalty, we're just going to murder him. Like, there's no pass and go, no collecting $200. If you're in a destroyer at that range next to a British light cruiser, you're done. You're just done. But 154,000 damage, more medals than a North Korean general, top of the leaderboard, 3K base XP, almost a million silver earned in that match. 898,000 silver earned in that match. Yeah, Plymouth Prince silver. So let me know what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy this lightning round? And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.